All right, welcome to episode one, Shitty Therapy. These are your hosts,
Tony.
and Jack. All right, well,
This is shitty therapy.
okay. All right, this is our first beginning episode. We're not sure what to say, but we do have subjects or topics to talk about the next coming hour or close to an hour. All right, our first subject will be our explanation of creating this episode. Tony, shall you start?
I think the main thing was out of boredom and realize how much our life really sucked. And I think this is another way of therapy.
I mean,
A very very bad therapy. And it's I guess the idea we come up with shitty therapy. I guess it's another way to go talk to somebody else that we probably never ever gonna see.
okay. Well, yeah. I mean, we literally just like sat here for almost like an hour trying to come up with a name. So this is like our our best to come up with it.
Oh yeah, we came up with some bad stuff.
Yeah.
You want to go through?
The things where oh god no. We were trying to look for upcoming titles for our show, but we realized that most of the things we came up with was already copyrighted. Or it's like, oh, we can't choose that name no more.
I know copyright suck.
Oh,
There's a reason why.
yeah, true. Well, I guess saying that this will probably help us cope. Like, as you said, we decided to start the show to, I don't know, like cope and saying this is like our therapy and like just seeing how far it goes. Okay, we still didn't talk about it. As much as a backstory for us right now, we're just literally too bored to do anything during this quarantine. This is like really not really much of a quarantine here. We do walk outside.
We do.
But yeah, that's the thing. Up next, we'll be talking about our our life during the lockdown.
Oh, left him.
Yeah, let's talk about what happened to us the past week or a few days.
What did happen in a few days? I don't really remember. A lot of sitting around.
A lot of sitting around for sure. Lots of not knowing what time it is.
Oh yeah.
Or what day it is.
All the time.
Let's see.
We do go out at random times. We always see random events, though. We always see random stuff.
Oh yes, we do see random stuff. But I think our lives really just cope around watching TV and just like being on
That's
our
like
phones.
the main thing. But we do go on. We went on one road trip, and our plan was to go to Victoria, Texas.
Oh yeah.
Then we realized I was like, nah, we're not gonna drive 2 hours.
Yeah.
So we just went to Port Arthur, Texas.
The airport off Texas is really nice. That's
It
actually
is really nice. It's kind of small, but it's pretty good.
yeah. It was like a nice sunny day there.
Mm-hmm, very sunny. Oof.
But the thing was that the place was like
Dead.
pretty much dead.
If I recommend anyone go to Port Arthur, I recommend it. Go see Janis Joplin's house. Just saying.
Yes. I barely knew who she is,
I know,
but
that's what I'm saying. How sad it is.
thanks.
You really need therapy.
But thanks to Tony that I was introduced to this new artist. I never heard one of her songs, but I'm waiting for that one day.
It's shitty that you have shitty memory. I really listened to a whole fucking album on the way there.
All right, Tony, that's the thing.
We're gonna have a new podcast called Shitty Friends. That's what's gonna be now.
Shitty friends for sure. No, Tony, you know this about me already. I have like really shitty memory, like bad. But I think
Okay, Ellen.
But I think you should see it as a positive because you get to talk about this amazing artist over and over, no matter how many times I forget her.
That is true. That is true. Respect. I take that back. You're right.
Let's see. Let's see. What else we did that day? Oh, we did meet some interesting people there.
Which ones? Who?
At the coffee shop we went to earlier.
I don't remember their names, but he's one of the Poke friends, whatever we call him.
Oh yes. The thing is, Pokemon Go.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored for sure. The thing is that I've been playing since 2016, but I was never really on it until it's like past year. I was like, oh, I forgot I had it. And I tried to get Tony into it. He said he would, but
he never wants to go out with me to go do it. So.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I have to sit there and hold his hand through the entire process.
Yeah, you know what? Duh, you have to, dumbass.
Oh man, but yeah, that was a pretty fun road trip. Like I'm talking like we're in school.
Field trip. Get on the bus, everyone.
Let's see.
It was interesting because the two people we met were not in Port Arthur. They were actually in another nearby thing. I think I don't know if it's called a small town, but it's called the Netherlands, Texas.
Oh yeah.
It was really cool. We saw the windmill and everything. All the Dutch people and like, oh hi and everything. We should go back and find them.
Yeah, true. I mean, the coffee was really good there.
The coffee was good. It was funny because it wasn't like really a coffee shop. It was more like a. It wasn't not an antique shop. It was like
a retail,
something
like a retail
that.
store.
It was really cool inside. Too bad we didn't buy anything. We just bought the coffee.
Yeah, we just walk in and walk out.
Yeah, we didn't have no business there.
But see what else. I think when we went to the Netherlands place, town, it was kind of funny because we were kind of like confused. We were like, wait, they're here?
Yeah.
But it was really fun though. Let's see what's next up this. Next up we have a thing we're making up, and hopefully we can stick with the title. Is called Daisy Driving Time, or
driving time. Driving with Miss Daisy.
Yeah, driving with Miss Daisy.
Some of us know that in Texas, meaning that someone's driving too slow or not paying attention. And that's the most frustrated thing in Texas. Should we say what part of Texas we're from?
No, just say
anybody that lives in Texas know that no one can drive.
Yeah, when I see.
And the reason why we say drive with Miss Daisy is because I'm out of our two friendship right here we have there, I'm the one that drives all the time, and I always get distracted, and we get distracted so easily. So sometimes we just find ourselves going down the road, just slowing down, and we see something just the stupidest thing ever.
But yeah, I actually do remember that. Like most of the time when me and you like hang out or drive down the road, we usually forget why we're outside.
So I'm actually part of the problem, and that's why I'm here.
But then also the thing is that you know that the people who know me, like when I'm driving or I'm with them in the vehicle, sometimes I don't really pay attention where I'm at.
He does.
Yeah, I usually point out something, but then everybody is like, "We've been here already." It's like, "Oh, we have." But then again, with my terrible memory, let's see.
Here's another story, but we're not gonna say what this place was. But we're in a parking lot one time, and this is with my other car. That's not his Jack. He drives. I'm not gonna say all that, but he drives a real nice car. Just saying. Anyways, so we go to this place and we hang out. We do everything we have to do. Then we get into the parking lot. We're one of the last people to leave, and my dumbass forgot to put the car in reverse.
Oh, yeah, okay. I remember this story for sure now.
You want to explain it?
Well, okay. The thing is that we're at I say how can I say it without saying it? We were at a place in the morning. We're not saying when or where, but it was in the morning. This is my first ever at this place, first time ever. Mm-hmm. So as we were leaving, and we got into your ride for sure, But the thing is that with you don't really.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to shit.
Yeah, you don't really pay attention at all.
I'm very reckless.
Yeah. Anyway, we got into his car, and I was ready for him to reverse backwards. But all of a sudden, I just feel the vehicle moving forward. I'm just like, oh, what's going on?
But the problem is that I hit. Well, I don't know what they call it.
I think
it's a parking thing, but it's like I guess it's to show you like when to stop where you park at.
Oh, it's like, I can't forget the word either.
Stone meter. I don't know.
For you guys, you probably know is that we may not know the word right now because we're like really.
Yeah, take two clicks.
Well, that's that stone slab or like that stone thing in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, he went forward without thinking, without even. We felt the bump for sure, but it was like too late.
Yeah.
And all you heard was like a scrape, and we're just like sitting there like.
Well, the problem was I ran over it twice.
Oh.
I hit it first, then I kept going.
Yeah, he just drove right over it, and I was like, oh, like I kind of felt bad because I should have warned him or something.
Yeah.
But
should have.
But at the same time, we're just like, oh, we're just done. All right, we drive right over it.
But no. But wait, there's more.
All right, but wait, there's more. The thing is that we actually punctured something. What was it?
We reversed.
No.
But we punctured. Well, it's what they call the oil pan.
Yeah,
It basically holds the transmission fluid.
Yeah, we basically punctured
the whole
thing.
thing. It's about a 3-inch wide gash.
Yes,
that's That's pretty impressive.
We punctured that, but then
and it's the funny part I like about this story is Jack is like, "There's red stuff coming out your car." And I looked at it, I was like, there's no red stuff coming out of no car, so we just kept going. And I'm driving down and trying to enter the parking lot, and I looked behind me, I was like, oh shit, there is red stuff coming out of my car.
It's kind of funny because just like imagine in our shoes, where you're like in your vehicle driving, and then you're and the passenger just like points out there's like a trail behind or following us, and just saying there's something like leaking, I think. But the good thing we didn't went on the road.
Yeah, we didn't go very far at all.
We stopped in the parking lot, but a little further away we parked that first. Mm-hmm. And we were just like, I was. And
the one other part was, I remember her name. We're gonna call her Miss B. Miss B. Miss B. At the moment when I ran over, she was running by a nearby track, and she saw the whole thing. And she was like, "Poor Tommy." And she's a very nice lady. She's the one that helped us out. She actually stayed there for a long time.
Yeah, she was really nice, and from her, I do remember that she was wearing. Those were really nice sparkling shoes.
Oh yeah, I tell you, she looked like a go-go girl. She was dressed.
It's kind of funny because that's the only thing I can remember her by is those shoes. I was like, oh wow.
And her husband's retirement truck.
Oh yes.
Oh, I don't know. That's unholy numbers right there they spend on. But who am I to judge?
But her and a couple of other people who were there.
And honestly, I'm still actually from the shitty therapy podcast. The thing I still have not got over this because I felt so embarrassed because I'm like, oh, this is Jack. Jack's gonna hate me forever.
And it's kind of funny because I'm already used to things like that, but it was kind of funny because the entire time I was like showing no expression at all. I'm just like just standing there off to the side, but like, oh, all right. But yeah, I was just like standing there and having it was Tony and people who was helping out. They were like trying to help us out.
And they were clueless too. They're like, how the hell did you get that much oil out?
We're just like all standing there.
I don't know.
And we were all stumped and like, what happened? But then I kind of like pointed out to Tony, like, you remember that thing we ran over?
He's like, yeah. We did a whole investigation in the parking lot.
It was pretty funny. But in the end, your vehicle turned out fine.
It turned out fine. It's only like $50 to replace it, and plus the oil. I don't remember how much the oil was.
But yeah, it's right now. It's just parking over there.
It's in the parking lot. We never drive it.
Yeah, we never really drive it because
we probably should because your car is gonna.
Oh yeah,
die out.
Of course.
It's gonna need oil change. That's why I don't like driving my car because I feel bad because I feel like you don't like to drive in it because it's so shitty.
No.
I think it is.
Yeah, you think that? I'm fine with anything as long as it takes me from A to B.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's pretty funny because right now, like, that's like a milestone for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw Tony did that, went through that, and I'm just like standing there like, oh, all right.
You're like, Tony actually goes to stuff. After that, my dad came around. He helped us, and we parked it all the way in the back. We had to push the car, and I feel bad for this because Jack was so quiet when my dad came around, and sometimes I think when he's in the motion and like he's thinking about something or he doesn't want to do anything or like he kind of like clips out a little bit.
Yeah.
And he kind of just does what he thinks he should be doing or something, or he kind of just does it and doesn't think about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he was trying to park. He was on, so we put it neutral. We put it backwards so we could push it backwards. So it was me and my dad pushing the hood and him like turning the wheel. And I'm not sure he actually heard. I'm not sure. Did you hear him call you an idiot?
No, I was like zoning out.
He was zoning out, but anyways, Jack wasn't turning the wheel right. He was like trying to go into the other side, and he was going all the way to the other way. Maybe because my dad didn't explain to him where he was gonna park it at.
Yeah, and I was so clueless.
My dad's he's like, you fucking idiot. He's like, just get over here. I was like, why are you calling me an idiot for? There's no reason to call him. It's like, we're tired.
But yeah, during the whole experience, I was like zoning out.
I feel bad. My dad still feels bad for that. He's like, I'm so sorry calling him an idiot.
It's kind of funny because I didn't even heard him at all. I'm just like spacing out the entire time. I was just like...
It's funny because my dad, he's like the type of person, like every time I talk about my dad, he doesn't seem like the person that I'm talking about. Yes. At all. Like at all.
So that was really funny, but at the end though, we did got Chick-fil-A. Was it Chick-fil-A?
No, we got Sonic. Your friend Ida.
Oh yeah. We did. We went to Sonic and all that. And it was really actually
I didn't get anything.
Yeah, it was kind of weird because my friend and Tony don't really know each other.
We kind of do.
Well,
she knows that she only knows like one or two things that what happened, but she don't know the whole story.
But yeah, it was kind of funny though. But in the end, I got my food. I was fine, and I was ready like to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like a milestone that we both went through.
I'll never forget that story.
That's pretty funny. See what's next up for us.
I'm still not over that.
We wrote something down. We write things and subjects down for us to review over.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a thing we wrote down called broke / re-envision. I'm not totally sure what that is.
You wrote that down, I think.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
I know
we're
broke.
Oh, yeah.
We're broke.
I remember now why. So yeah, besides us being bored and not doing anything at home, we're also broke.
We're really broke.
Yeah,
like beyond therapy broke right now. Like we need help, and it's hard because backstory. I don't know how you say your job was.
Oh, I see. I don't know how should I say this on here, but let's just say that I work outside and I deal with moving material around for buildings, as you can say, or for like sites and such, and so
because I just say construction worker.
Because I really
sugarcoat it.
Because I really don't want to like throw any names or anything out there. You don't have to
throw. Just say construction work. You don't have to. I move pipes and sometimes I move to here to there.
Yeah.
Just say you're construction worker. We don't.
I would just say for now, probably in the future, I'll just pay a laborer.
You want a laborer? I like that word.
Yeah, just use the word laborer.
I like that word.
But yeah, the thing with that is that, my job kind of consists of me moving a lot and working in areas for a certain amount of time. But my last job I had like that was like 3-4 months ago.
Oh yes.
And as you can see, I'm the type who knows how to save but doesn't.
He does not. And there have been many moments when we went to the store. And I think Jack, he got like a little offended, I think, or mad or upset because he was like, I think we were IKEA.
I think so.
IKEA, and you're like wanting to buy all of, like the dresser and stuff like this and all this, and I looked at you like, what can you do with it?
Oh yeah, I think.
Like, what can you do with it? Like, what's the point of having like 3 baskets or something you're not going to use for? Like, and he was like, oh okay.
Yeah, the funny thing is I don't remember that.
You don't. I remember that. You got mad at me.
But the thing is, the only thing I remember is us going to IKEA. But the thing is, did we eat there?
No, we didn't.
Oh, okay, I think I was cranky because I haven't ate yet.
Mm.
But the thing is that it's pretty funny. Because I don't remember that, and I apologize for like if I sound angry, I was angry at you. But then
No,
again,
that's how we went with someone else, the other person too.
yeah, our friend for sure.
A friend, the other friend.
Yeah, my friend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
my
was
bad.
mad at me too.
Yeah, but it was
She
kind of
actually
funny.
came up to me actually after that.
Oh, well, this is not the idea for our show, but
This is supposed to be therapy. We have
this is for something else. See what else. How about you? Just lightly summarize your backstory and why what brings you on here.
What, the podcast?
No, like just like how I did like my backstory for a bit and.
Oh,
return.
for my work.
Yeah, work wise.
Basically, what I do, I'm a professional musician.
Yeah, you can call him that.
You call him that, or I'm a violinist.
Yeah, you can also call him that.
That too. That I don't mind that. Just don't call me. Just don't call me a fiddle player. Just please don't. I would literally have a BF.
Oh my god.
A bitch fit.
Oh, the thing is that it's kind of funny is because we're kind of like in that area of art, like we both love artwork, but the thing is that I'm more of a I'm more of a artist, like a painter and all that kind of jazz, but I don't know really much about music wise. And so Tony here, he's more into the music and such, but the art wise, he knows a lot about it. But the thing is, he's not really detailed in it.
No.
And so we're kind of like working. We're kind of putting both effort trying to like teach us about the different areas of like what's it called, like performing arts, I think. But it's pretty funny because right now
Two different worlds.
Yeah, because right now we're working earlier about trying to make like a jingle for this, like a little intro. Maybe you heard this in the beginning, or I don't know. We'll probably still be working on it for a few episodes, or
Send
later
ideas.
on.
If anyone's listening to this.
But yeah, we were sitting in the extra room. We're just next to the piano, and he was just playing off tunes and such, and I'm over here like kind of spacing out a bit, and I was just like, you should add some jazz into it. And he was just looking at me, just like,
do you even know what jazz is?
exactly. But then we kind of got a concept of it.
Jazz is nothing but fake stuff.
Yeah.
More like just mistakes everywhere.
But then also at the same time, I was doing stretches on the ground and such.
Yeah, it was funny because I'm playing jazz chords over here and like talking about. He's over here showing me wrestling moves from his like high school day. He's like, you gotta put your leg like down. Like, what's going on? Which I enjoyed enjoy watching you doing stuff like that, explaining to me, because I'm like the most illiterate person about anything.
That's kind of funny because you may not believe it or not, but I'm the more athletic one out of both of us.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm not really a bunch of athletic person myself. But yeah, I'm more the active type between us, right?
Oh,
With
yeah.
sports and like anything physical.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I'm the laziest out of both of us.
I don't know how.
Yeah. Let's see. What else we have to say? We actually spent like a few hours trying to figure out what we should say, what we should do. We actually spent like the other night at the Waffle House.
Oof.
Yeah, we're at the Waffle House.
Oof. It's not so much like I'm like I like the food. It's just the atmosphere of the Waffle House.
Yeah.
It doesn't match almost any level because you don't know what's gonna happen at the Waffle House.
Yes, especially this one that Tony is really familiar with. But it was my first time there.
And for me, backstory with me, I act very extrovert, but I'm actually a very introvert for person. I'm actually very introvert.
Oh yeah. See what else?
So when when you get to know more of me, I'm actually the one that somehow just knows everybody everywhere I go. Like at least I know one person somehow.
Mm.
And I know the waitress and the waiter. His name, no, I can't say their names, but
Just use the waiter and waitress for now. I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, this waitress, she's a lot older, like at least 60s. And she's really cool to me. She's very into like theories and stuff. And one night, when the first time I ever met her, she was like, "Do you know anything about the reptilian people?" And it was just me. I was like, "Yeah, I know a little bit." They're like, "It's like, well, my theory is like, I think they're trying to take over the world right now, and we're doing this and this and that." I'm like, "Lady, you're crazy. You work at the Waffle House. It's 2:00 in the morning."
No, and that's the other thing too. If we're hungry and
Yeah.
like, if we want to go out, we usually like, we go to many places. But the thing is that
Not sponsored Waffle House, sorry.
yeah, we forget we're not sponsored. Please don't sue us. But the thing is, jeez, like late nights we usually drive around. But
Oh
of
yeah,
course,
just anywhere.
we usually like just drive around, and there's a gas station here. I think it's only exclusive here in Texas. Some of you might know it. It's like that's that very like big building. Like everyone knows the mascot is a beaver. You may know this, but for the people
You don't want to say,
who
"Oh yeah, we can."
for the people who are outside of Texas,
It's the best place on earth.
yeah, it's basically like
It's not like it's not. It's honestly, if you ever come out of Texas, like going into Texas, like you're gonna give your hopes up, honestly, because it's not really. But we just treat it as it is.
yeah. So if you're driving down the road of
You
Texas
see-
and such, but if you see like a sign of a big beaver wearing a hat, stop by for sure. Cause,
Definitely use the restroom, the cleanest
Yeah.
restrooms ever.
yes, it's nice and big too. Like it's like a nice spacious area.
I love the toilets.
I see that.
It's not, like the stalls. That's the right other check. Okay, the most stall you go to in America, like they have a giant like 2 feet off the ground, and like an inch, like 2 or 3 inches of width between each door. Like you see everything,
Oh yes.
and it's disgusting. Like sometimes you see people walk by, you're like, "Hello."
Oh my god. Tell me about it. And that's the reason why I don't really like using public restrooms. Just
I don't
because
mind.
like, again, people can look through and sometimes I'm just like it's like no thank you.
Well, you
I
go to other countries like Europe, you have to almost pay for it.
yeah, that's
You have
true.
to pay for it, and it's like a real door. You can actually go through.
Yeah, I actually saw a few videos and
Yeah.
like news and such about that. And in my mind it's like
I'm like,
if
we
that
should
ever
start- we should start doing that.
and I said every time I think of that I was like if I ever go to Europe and I need to use a restroom, I swear, with my terrible memory, I'll probably forget my money in my pocket or something. Like, why is the door not working?
You can't even get in because it's like a subway thing, you know. You have to pay to get in first.
Yeah.
And also, when you go to Europe, the restaurants are not guaranteed to be clean at all.
Oh, jeez.
No, not guaranteed at all. Just letting you know. And you can find free restaurants, but the free restaurants are more like the restaurants. So you have to go buy in and go out and buy something.
All right. Well, see what else
The
we have.
restroom rant.
The restroom rant.
America, get your shit together.
Oh my god.
Literally, get it together.
That's kind of
More
fun.
stalls.
It's kind of funny. We went from like eating out of a restaurant and talking about your European restrooms, or talking about the beaver gas stations. Very, very how you say it, open, clean,
Yeah.
like an actual restroom.
Mm.
But let's see what else. What else we can talk about right now? Anything else going on? Let's see.
I have some things, but I'm not sure we want to talk about it in this podcast.
Oh yes. Well, we keep saving for the next episode. See how much time have we been talking so far right now?
Let's see. Only 30 minutes.
Oh wow.
We're talking for a little bit.
Yeah, we promise you that our conversations last longer than this.
We actually talk about a lot of good stuff, but since it's the first podcast, we're sorry. We apologize.
Yeah, of course. Let's see.
We will get better, trust me.
See. Let's look up the paper again. We can talk about.
Did we do story time?
Oh no, I don't think we ever did
Oh,
story time.
what story time? What story time should we do?
Let's see. Oh, we actually did story time. What was
Did
the?
we?
Yeah, your car number.
Oh, I thought I was driving Miss Daisy's time.
No,
That's
no.
okay. That's okay. Fine. We're fine to talk about more stories that I'm very fed up with.
Let's see. So far, I say that.
You tell a story now.
A story. Let's see. What story I can tell you? Something related to this. Oh, I remember one time when I was younger. So there was since we're talking about restrooms earlier, I'll talk about restroom. So when I was younger, say when I was like a small child or so, my parents were about to go out food shopping, right? And being the little energetic kid that we all were when we were young. But the thing is that I usually hold until the last minute to use the restroom.
I'll hold that off.
Yeah,
Yes, he holds to the last fucking minute every single time, anywhere we go, and all his friends are like that too. And we're driving down the freeway or something. He's like, I gotta get to the restroom. I'm like, when's the last time you had to go? We're like, when we left the house.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you just not going at the house?
Yeah, I usually hold to the last minute. But anyway, back to the story. So yeah, I actually I gotta go, So I went to the restroom, and I don't know what happened. My parents probably forgot because they're pretty old. They went outside and such, and I was in the restroom. And when I was finished up and I walked out the door, I realized that no one was home. I was like, where's everyone at? And I looked outside, and at that point I realized that they forgot to take me. And I was a little devastated, but I think that's pretty funny. We went to use the restroom, and you come out and your parents already left.
It's just a sad story.
But I think that some people can relate to that. Like, when you're younger, you use the restroom. You're at home, of course, but then your parents just leave without taking you, and you just like.
This is why we have the shitty therapy podcast.
Yes, the shitty therapy
This
podcast.
This is what we call abandonment.
Oh my god.
Do you want to talk about?
Okay. First of all, let's stray away from that.
Okay, it wasn't really abandonment.
But yeah, it's kind of funny because sometimes your parents they're rushing or such.
Yeah.
And
I've been there before.
Yeah, they usually forget.
They lost me at the airport one time.
Okay.
No, actually, one time I took not to say the wrong flight, but I didn't know that they were switching over and stuff and doing this and this and that. And everything was going so fast, so I just went on my regular route because I always do everything. I was already old enough and I knew the routine, but I went all the way to the other side, and I went to the wrong place with the wrong country, and they're in like another country. And we're like trying to figure out like why are we not meeting each other? Like, I don't know how that happened. Actually, bad people who don't know how to book right.
Oh my god.
That's why. Someone has told me in Texas one time, if you want to do something right, you got to do it yourself.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, of course.
So people start complaining about some fucking problems, just fucking do it yourself.
Oh jeez.
I told you. We didn't say it was gonna be good therapy. We said shitty therapy.
Yeah,
so.
of course. The shitty therapy
but,
hour.
And again, we're gonna say again, just because we say it on here doesn't mean it's necessarily gonna work, right. Or it should be done.
Or should be. We're just two guys right here talking about the problems that what's wrong with us.
Oh, well, I could give you a list.
Oh yes, of course. Coming up next week, our autobiography books of how shitty we are.
Actually, we're really toxic.
Oh my god.
We're not talking to ourselves. We're just
talking to others.
We don't know how. We need help.
But so far, that's how far we got. And I'll see. What the time do we have on now? Like, what's the time so far?
Why are you so bossy? 34 minutes.
Well, see, this is our first episode. I believe this is a good time to stop, right?
I don't know. It seems like I think because you're tired.
Yeah, we're tired and it's like late right now.
Well, I'm a night owl, so.
Yeah, but so far I think this is a very.
You didn't even finish your story.
I already did.
You did? I thought you started another one.
No, that's all. But so far, I think this is a good ending, Sachiko. Thank you for you guys listening to the Shitty Therapy Hour.
We even know it's not even an hour.
It's not an hour.
We can't get your money back.
That's the thing. It's close to an hour, as you can say. But thanks. We'll probably be posting, how do you say, every Monday and Thursday. I can say Monday and Thursday. So probably.
Well, technically it's already Monday. We started on Sunday, but Sunday night, but it's actually Monday already.
Yeah. Well, thanks for you guys for listening, and just check us out with the next episode.
Okay, we have another comment are gonna be really bad with this. I'm just letting you know, Jack.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.